Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There's always something happening in Wiz, like, every single week, and this time we have a glitch. Well, it's not necessarily, I don't think it's necessarily a glitch, rather than just really poor, like, game optimization and stuff like that, but I'm sure you've heard of it. But if not, basically it has to deal with switching your outfits repeatedly, and when you switch your outfits a lot, it causes people's game to lag and even crash. Now, from a PvP perspective, if you did this in a PvP match, you could possibly even make your own opponent crash, and they would suffer a huge suspension or basically a penalty. It's a big thing, and yeah, I'll show you what it is. Don't do it. But yeah, this is basically what it is. And we've had this feature. The thing that makes me mad the most is that we've had this feature for so long, and now people are trying to basically find a way to abuse it. So basically, you go into your spell book, mirror. You go into your spell book right over here, and this would basically be your equipment sets. And you can have all types of equipment sets. Let's say you just want to go to your energy set and then log off for the night. All you gotta do is push Control +1. That's basically the hotkey. And let's say I wanted to go with one of my Darkmoor silly builds that we made a video about. We can then just do that. And then I got my silly build part 2 video, which I'm not gonna upload yet. I'm still working on it, but super excited to share that build. And then I can go with my healer build or my damage build. You know, you can have up to, like, I think 10 equipment sets or something like that. But yeah, it's a pretty nice feature. I forgot what year it was released in, but it's a really nice feature. But let's just say I wanted to switch to my energy gear, and you'll see from my point of view. Now, I don't have, like, the NASA satellite space station of a gaming PC. This is a laptop. This is a gaming laptop, and even then, it's gonna chug, right? So here we go. We're gonna change our thing. Actually, not in photo mode, but here we go. You see? You see what I mean? You can see the game chug. So let's say I wanted to go to something else. You see what I mean? And this has been happening. I'm pretty sure this has been happening for years, but I think now people are just trying to find basically ways to abuse it, and this is how. So you do that in a PvP match, and yeah, you can basically crash people's laptops, or just crash the game. Not the whole laptop, but crash the game. Then you have to reload in and stuff like that, and you might get a suspension, blah blah blah. And I can only imagine how far this might come. What if you're raiding at the raid gate and someone does this? Like, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. You see how you see how it chugs? My laptop's on turbo mode. I mean, I know I don't have like a good gaming laptop, but still, for a basic function, just to swap gears, it chugs a lot. And if you're in a crowded realm with people, that's why I chose an empty realm, because I didn't want to bother anyone. And I also heard, apparently, that other people in the PvP arena are doing this right now, I guess in the crowded realms or something like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just not a fun experience. It's not. And it sucks. And I think there's a few solutions, well, not really solutions, but I think there's a few outcomes that might come to this. Number one, they just remove the feature for everyone entirely. They just go in the game, just remove it, and that's it. We'll never see this ever again, unless, which goes into the second alternative, that I guess they look into this. I guess modifying your equipment sets, or maybe disabling the hotkeys or something like that. Well, I don't even think that would make much of a difference either way, but still, it's just, I don't know, man. Is that like a game engine thing or what? Like, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I'm gonna do it again. Like, is that my laptop, or like? Cause I'm pretty sure if NASA was to play this, I'm pretty sure they would lag as well. Is it me? Maybe it's a me problem. You know, maybe it's just everybody else's problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe it is a me problem. But anyway, yeah, going into, like, the outcomes of this, number one, they could just remove it entirely, then we'll never ever see it again. Number two, they remove it temporarily, they fix it, and then I guess just work on it to make it not laggy. But I believe that would require, like, changing up the game engine, because Wizard101 is a chunky game. You know, it's a very chunky game, and I played a lot of, like, chunky games on my laptop, probably even more than Wizard101, and it performs so much better. But when it comes to Wizard101, it's just, I don't know, I think Wizard's still kind of stuck in like 2008, you know? Now they did do the little jump from like 32-bit to 64-bit a while back, which was really nice. However, you know, you can still notice that it's still a little bit clunky, it's a little bit chunky. You know, we've seen a bunch of stuff lag before. Let's say you're harvesting like a bunch of plants and stuff like that, or you go into a very crowded realms in the commons. You know, stuff like that can happen when you are going to lose a bunch of frames, or your game might freeze up a little bit. And if you don't have the best hardware, then, you know, it's going to really put a huge impact on your enjoyment of the game. And the thing, I don't know, I think what frustrates me more is that, like, it's such a nice little quality of life feature that I hate how it's being abused now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would feel so devastated if they just completely removed it and never brought it back, just because there's no other maybe solution to it, or they just can't find a way to fix it. It would just really suck. I don't know. I would be devastated if they removed it, right? Now, another alternative is that they can just disable it in the PvP arena. You know, just disable that function as soon as you enter the PvE arena, or just in this area in general, just disable it. You know, that's also an alternative, but, you know, I don't know what goes on in the office. I don't know what type of, like, server or engine they're running on, and I'm not really a tech wizard, right? I'm a life wizard. I don't know anything about that stuff. You might have to ask the storm wizards about all that stuff, but for the most part, I have no idea why it's doing that. I don't know if it's just this area, and I think it happens everywhere, because when I was in Darkmoor and I was changing my gear slots, my teammates said that they were lagging, or they had a huge lag spike. So I think this is generally an issue concerning the equipment sets. I'm not sure if they're going to remove it soon, or if they will remove it soon in the future, or if they're going to improve it in the future. It definitely wasn't mentioned in the test realm update. I'll tell you that right now. When I was reading them test realm update notes, I did not see nothing about no equipment set being worked on, because now this issue is just now being brought up upon, you know? And primarily, it's going to suck for a lot of PvP players. If you're just trying to play a PvP match and this happens, then it's going to really suck. So, I don't know. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. We could potentially be seeing this feature removed until they either find a fix for it, or temporarily postpone, or whatever they want to do with it. I mean, personally, I'm not exporting it. I don't know. I don't even know what y'all be doing in the PvP arena. This is like my first time coming in the PvP arena in like years. Like, I don't know what y'all be doing, but my safest bet is to probably stay clear of the PvP arena, especially if you are noticing people that are abusing that. Again, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen. Who knows? My name is Richard Unicorn Caller. I will talk to you guys later, and until then, peace out.